Good evening, everyone. Hello, Ocean. So, somebody from the in-service, can you hear me? Can you see me too? Yes, okay. Thank you. So, hello. My name is Ranjit Ravi, to the ones who don't know me yet. And I run multiple businesses, but my primary business and my main business is the one we are doing together. And I hold many titles also, but the main title, the most prestigious title, the most proud title that I hold is of a director of this team, Ocean. So today my job is to, maybe give you a brief of what's going to happen in the next 1 hour. And especially the new people who are attending this event for the first time. And to the ones who have attended an O-Connect before, maybe my job will be limited to making you understand the importance of the person whom you're going to listen to. Maybe your other partners, have already introduced him to you, but it falls my duty. It's my pleasure today to do it in my way, to introduce, one great person. And I am equally excited, like most of you, in having him in our platform, because on behalf of Padmaka and on behalf of all our leadership, I'm finding it a very exciting thing to do this Sunday evening, right? And this is our flagship online event, and this is what we do every few months, so that even to people who are in the business, in the industry for so many years, and then they just talk to you, and you can get to know first-hand information, first-hand idea about how big is this business that you have already become part of, and what is the possibility that you have to make it really big. Because many of you would be having multiple profiles. Maybe you are studying, maybe some of you are working somewhere. So you are part of a team there. Maybe you have a very good payment or average payment, or maybe bad payment, but whatever be it, you have some good salary that you are making. But this is the time that I want you all to pay attention to the speaker, so that you can understand that this is the biggest thing that you are part of. And what this platform can give you is much more than you can imagine. So now, when I took up this business, just like you, many years back, 1.5 decades back, okay, this is my 17th year in business. So when I started, for this kind of a meeting, I had to travel from Bangalore, where I was working, to Chennai, sometimes to Hyderabad, and to listen to someone of this man's stature, like whoever is going to speak today, right? Somebody of his experience, someone of his success, his level of success. To meet him, to listen to him, I had to travel from one city to another. And even to travel to another city, the time, the money, the convenience that I had to arrange, that was still not enough for the benefit that I got. That means it was totally worth it every single time. Now today, you guys are so lucky that someone who is sitting in Hong Kong is speaking to all of you, and just me. I'm wearing a coat and sitting in my room. Just like that, I don't know where you are listening to, to this session from. Maybe you are in your bedroom, or maybe you're outside. From wherever you are, you have this great convenience of listening to a very important person without moving your body anywhere, where you are sitting, and just switching on your laptop or mobile. But why I told this is because it's very important that you don't take it light just because of that. Because when I paid money, booked tickets, and then took leave from office some days, from where I was working, and then traveled all the way to listen to somebody, of course, it comes along with some seriousness, some attention that will give, right? But the pros of online systems are so much, but the cons of online system is this one thing, that you should not take it lightly. So for the next 1 hour, guys, whatever you are doing, stop it. I seriously recommend you to pay complete attention here. If you're going somewhere, riding, driving, and parallelly listening to this session, please stop somewhere. If you're multitasking, please stop doing the other thing. If you have some Instagram or something else that you're trying to, just keep swiping in between, please don't do that. Because this 1 hour will be very important to you becoming a very successful person, no matter what is the definition of success in your mind. So coming to today's session, we have someone who is a V part. That itself, to the ones who are in the business now, that itself is enough intro to understand what kind of an influential person is coming to speak to you all today. Today, it's so exciting for me to sit here and listen to him, because his success story is so inspiring to even all the directors and even all the other V councils and V partners, because he holds, or he manages, or he has built, and he's still building one of the biggest organizations of this company. Now, he is an Ivy League pass out. His story is a little different from mine or many other people from our platform. Like my story, as you know, would be like I was working somewhere, financially not so doing great, and I found this platform and I did great. But the speciality of this person is that he was into the finance industry and he was doing so great in his profile already. He was already a millionaire before he even heard our business plan. And then he was, he was running his business. He was managing a investment portfolio in Hong Kong, and he was very successful in it. So what he has done, I would also like to listen from him more today. But to you guys, for a difference, this is a V partner who didn't become successful with our business alone. Even before that, he was a very huge success. And that's why you should all listen to him about why still he took it so seriously. So guys, without much ado, the AV can play a video. This is the video of the man who is going to come and speak to you. That is none other than V partner WADHWANI.
Yeah, we've waited for our time to come, calculated everything we've done, we've upgraded. Now you can't outrun a champion. Now you're facing what? Can you hear them? Yeah, it's all for us. You believe them? Yeah, it's serious. Hear the siren. We're victorious. I'm telling you. Can I get a hell yeah? Take a swing, I can take a hit. If we die, it's fine. We live for this. It's all for this. We're gonna stand on top with our hands in the sky. Gonna raise our cup to the stadium lights for the glory. For the glory.
So, VP Dev, AV.
Hey guys, how are you all?
Hello, VP Dev. Namaste.
Hi guys. Namaste. Anyway, greetings from Dubai today, not Hong Kong.
Oh, that's great. VP Dev, I'm so excited to have you here. I think we met last time in Kota Kinabalu, and then I still have unfinished questions to you. And today I'm going to make use of this your time.
We were in the same group, no?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. So we have, I mean, first of all, on behalf of Padmaka, on behalf of the leadership of Ocean, a very warm welcome. And today we have mostly, new joinees. Everybody knows you, but it will be great if you can share some insights. Especially, VP Dev, we have a repeated, testimony of we were nobody before QNet. But you are someone who stands out so different in this way. So it will be great if you can start from that.
No worries. Anyway.
Welcome, Dave. Thank you. Welcome to the first time on Ocean platform. Thank you so much.
Both Padma,
Thank you so much.
Padma and Ranjit were both like uplines to me. So we are now one family. So it's a pleasure to talk to you guys. So first thing is, I just want to clarify, a lot of people think that, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, and that is not the case, because my mother and my father were both flight attendants with the airline. So they were both flight attendants. So I think you understand that flight attendants don't make that much of money. Yeah. And up to today, I still look after my parents. Okay. They're both now in their 70s, and I look after my entire family, my parents and my sister, and then my wife's family also. So I just want you to know that it's not like I was born into a rich family. Everything I earned in my life, I worked very hard for myself. And I continue to do so. You have to fight. You have to fight for what you want. Okay. No matter which astrologer you go to, and no matter how good your stars are, your effort is required from your side. So I basically came from a middle class family, grew up in Bombay, not Mumbai, Bombay. I still call it Bombay. My first passport still says Bombay, so I always joke with the immigration guy when I come to India. I said, "Hey, Mumbai kya hai? Main to Bombay se hu." He starts laughing. So basically, yes, journey there. To go through business school. Ivy League business schools are not cheap, as you know. To be exact, I was $219,000 I owed. And my goal in life was to basically clear the debt. That was what I wanted to do. So I would be free, of that burden. And my parents sacrificed immensely to send me to the US because they didn't have the money. So obviously they had to take a loan against a house. So either you make it or your parents are going to be homeless. So I don't think it was much of a choice. No? You have to work hard. So, and then fortunately, because I went to a good school and I got recruited by some of the top firms from the campus itself. So I worked for a bank called Lehman Brothers and Goldman Sachs. And at the age of 24, I was very fortunate that I got into a very lucrative investment that my boss was putting $80 million into it. Okay, it was an investment he made in a private equity firm that was investing in technology at the time in the late 90s. And then I also put my bonus. I got some small bonus of $45,000 that year. And I was thinking, should I pay the loan? Should I pay part of the loan off, or should I And I thought to myself, I was working on this project day and night, for like 4 months, 5 months. I said, he's putting 80 million, I'll put 40,000 at least. I'll put, chalo, 40,000 mein dal dega, it's okay. I invested the 40,000. And by God's grace, couple of years later, it became $7 million. So it's not, I didn't make the money because I was smart. I made the money because I was smart enough to know who to trust with my money. Let me put it that way. Okay, because the guy who was my boss was the elder brother of a guy named Michael Dell. You know, Dell Computers?
Yes, yes.
So he was the elder brother. His name is Adam Dell. And he was putting 80 million, so I put 40,000. Or Bhagwan ke dua se, I became a millionaire at 24. So that was basically, then I was in my asset management. And as you know, that I was based in Hong Kong. I've been a Hong Kong resident for 26 years now. Okay. So after I finished my career in the US, I decided, see, there are two kinds of people in this world. There are people who work for others, and there are people who have others work for them. And I realized very early in life that I did not want to work for others. Not out of ego and arrogance. It was my nature. I was always an entrepreneur. I was always a businessman over everything else, my qualifications, whatever. I always wanted to own my business. So I was basically running my own hedge fund, small hedge fund. I mean, right now, if I tell you, we were managing about $1.1 billion back then, which is not a lot actually. In the hedge fund business, you're still considered a small potato at 1.1 billion, not million, billion I'm talking about. Yeah. So I was running my fund, good life in Hong Kong. Padma will tell you, I work hard, but I like to party even harder. Up to now, I'm a close to 50-year-old man. I still like to do the same thing. I haven't changed much. She will tell you. I still like to have fun and basically crack jokes and spend time with my friends, That to me is financial freedom. Financial freedom for me is not a number. Financial freedom for me is the ability to do what I want to do, when I want to do it, and how I want to do it. So that is my definition of financial freedom. It's not like a number. And I always wanted that life. And in 2005, I got a phone call from a very, very dear family friend of mine, somebody who I had looked up to all my life as a kid, and whose two sons and I grew up together. We used to train together. I used to play badminton, national level badminton, and his son used to play tennis for India, and his other son used to play squash for India. And the gentleman was a 4-time world billiard champion. And I think you know who I'm talking about. His name was Michael Ferreira. So Uncle Michael called me up, and he was very excited. He and his son Paul, who's a squash player now, he lives in Mauritius. I mean, we are chuddy buddies, So he basically called me up and he said, now I used to manage his money for him, some of his money, and we used to live literally a 2-minute walk from each other's house. And I grew up in a place called Bandra, which is a very close community in Bombay, So Michael calls me up. I'm in Hong Kong. I still remember I was in the Cathay Pacific, a business class lounge. And I was flying back on a Thursday to Bombay just to have fun with my friends, party. I used to do that every 2-3 weeks. I used to get the chaska and come. Chalo, fly to Bombay. I used to always have a ticket. And then I used to come for 3-4 days, have fun with my friends, and Monday I used to go back to Hong Kong. So this was, I used to call it my bus ride. I used to keep going back and forth. So I'm in the lounge and he suddenly said, I got this business, it's crazy business and millions of dollars over here and this and that. Uncle Michael, I was having a drink. That time I was having gin and tonic. I still remember. In the lounge, aram se, and I was saying, what is this guy? Uncle Michael's gone mad. I said, what is the business? He's saying, come to my house tonight only, as soon as you land. So I said, see, Uncle Michael, what is this rubbish now? You know why I come to Bombay? I said, tell Paul that we are going out to the club tonight. He said, no. Tonight, you don't go to the club. Tonight, you'll come to my house and you have to listen to the presentation. I said, yo, now Uncle Michael is asking, I got no choice. Then he told me one more. So I was thinking of making an excuse, not going, saying something came up. He said, I'm sending Auntie Faye to the airport to pick you up. I said, Arey baap, re baap. Now there's no chance, no escape only. Auntie Faye is like my mother, so it was his wife. She unfortunately passed away during COVID. So she's like a second mom to me. So Auntie Faye was at the airport and while driving back, I asked her, I said, what is this thing? Well, have you all gone mad? What is going on? And then she started to explain something. She made the first mistake. She tried to explain to me the business while driving the car. So I thought to myself, oh God, first gear, this guy's got duped. Anyway, chalo, I said, okay, I'll put the bags at home. I'll give my mom and sister a hug and I'll come. So I went to the house and I was sitting in the hall, I had a drink and I was listening to the presentation. So all the rules were being broken. First of all, I was having alcohol while the presentation was being done in my friend's house. Yeah. And the presenter was a real asshole. I'm telling you. He was the worst presenter you could think. Because I was watching the presentation with two doctor friends of mine. Okay. And this guy, one guy is a pediatrician, one guy is a orthopedic surgeon. Now, these are all our party buddies. Same guys, they are also irritated because they all wanted to go to the club with me and with Paul, Michael's son. And now we're sitting and listening to some business presentation at 10 o'clock in the night. I mean, you're wasting our time. This is the time here. So let me tell you the schedule. First, we go to the Otters Club. We used to all meet in the Otters Club bar. Padma, I hope I'm not shocking your bachas here about all this haram.
Please proceed. Please proceed. They all enjoy.
So, Otters Club bar we used to go to. That was a meeting place. We used to call it the Adda. We used to meet over there. Because at the club, you get everything is cheap. The dadu is cheap. So we go eat, drink there. Then the bar would close. Last order was 11 o'clock. But they used to let you sit till 12 o'clock. So at 11 o'clock, you have to order your drinks for 12 o'clock. So you order like 2, 3 and keep ready. Then from there, that time there was no drink driving and all. India was different back then. Down the road, there was a nightclub. It was called Club 9, I remember. So that was the second place we used to go to. So we used to call that Ice Station Zebra. We used to go there for the second lot and there meet all the girls and all, all happy and everything. Yeah. And then there was a third club we used to go to, the late club in Juhu. It was called J49. That used to be open till like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. So this Thursday night, Otters Club got cancelled because we are sitting and there's a press. So we are all looking at each other, thinking now how long this is going to take so that we can at least make it to that Club 9, in time. So we can meet the girls and all over there. So that let's hurry up, So this fellow starts drawing the circles and everything. And then one of the doctors put his hand, he's saying, this is a bloody pyramid scheme here. I know this is a pyramid scheme. And when he said, "What are you? Who you think you are?" He said, "Boss, I'm an orthopedic surgeon." Yeah. He's saying, "Yeah. Well, what do you know about this?" And he got into a shouting match between the two. And then the second doctor also started to fight with the presenter. And I'm sitting over there drinking my vodka quietly, and I'm watching the tamasha going on. Because actually, I was thinking the same thing. But before I opened my mouth, the doctor opened his mouth. So I said, "Chalo, let's see now. Let's watch the fun." So I said, "Let's sit and watch the tamasha. What's going on?" And we're sitting in Uncle Michael's house. I can see Uncle Michael now is getting disturbed. Yeah, I could see his face was upset, but he was trying to keep. And then the doctor just, he said, "You're a fool. You don't know anything." He told the doctor. The two guys got up and left, walked out. I'm sitting over there alone now with a drink in my hand with Uncle Michael and Paul. And I'm listening. I said, "Oh, okay." I said, "Chalo, out of respect, let me at least let him finish the bloody presentation." So the presentation got over, and I only remember one thing about the presentation. See, one thing about me, now, I'm open-minded guy. I always believe the mind is like a parachute. It never works unless it's open. So whatever it is, you must listen. Na? God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth. 2 ears to listen, 1 mouth to speak. There's a reason why, na? Like Datu always says, you listen more and speak less. You're on the right path. So I just asked one question. I said, this binary plan that you're talking about, I have never heard about it. I'd seen Amway plan before. I'd seen a lot of Herbalife plan before. In fact, I had bought the products also many times from friends and everything to support them. So I'd already enrolled in Amway many times just to buy the products. Each time they say something, I say, "Okay, fine." Whatever, what that. I used to buy all the detergents and the cleaners and all that, toothpaste, whatever. Buy, and then after that, have a good day, and when I support, not leave me alone was my thing. So I could not understand how everyone got paid the same amount. See, I'm a banker, right? I'm doing the numbers in my head. I'm saying the binary plan, everyone earns exactly the same. Now that is the thing that got me. You understand? Tom, come here. This is the first bakra I got. I said, come. This is my Uncle Tom. He was in Hong Kong with me. I signed him up. Guess who his downline is? Sachin Gupta. We partners are Sachin. This is downline. So you understand now? This is a crazy. This is a family scam now. You understand? I got my uncle involved also. So anyway, it just so happens he's here to watch the Wimbledon. So he's in the living room. So I was sitting over there. I was having a drink that night in the club with all the girls and everything, and freaking out and having my fun. And my friend Paul asked me, "So, are you in or not?" I said, "See, Paul, this company, I think, will survive maximum 2 years before it will, financial model, it will implode. Because everyone cannot earn the same amount of money here. It's financially impossible, Paul. It will implode." So I said, "I don't suggest that you and Dad get involved with this." He's saying everyone in the family has already. I said, "Oh God." He said, "But the company's been around since 1998. Now that is the one, that one line he said, now that only stayed by. I said, "We are in 2005. This company has been around 1998. That means the 7th year on now. 7 years. Something, the dal mein kuch kala hai, ya pura dal hi kala hai. Something is not right here." So he's saying, "Dad and me want you to go back to Hong Kong you go and you meet the guys. You meet the management and they'll explain to you how the liquidity model. And I said, yeah, I want to do the calculations and all on my own. I don't want to just that day, that idiot, I said, you want to do the presentation, please invite him ever again to present to anyone else. He'll ever join the business. Okay, I'm just telling you, that's the second piece of advice I give him. So, Padma, I think you know what I'm talking about, right? Padma,
Yes, please.
is there or not? You know who the presenter was?
Who is that?
Sunil.
Kadaule. Is it so?
Sunil
Sunil
Sathe.
Sathe. Yeah, my God, he's somebody who has really influenced. I thought somebody whom I thought I have to take over. Yeah, he was my competition once upon a time. He presented as a plan. Oh my God.
He was a real piece of work, that guy.
Yes.
So anyway,
his way of doing business is totally different.
So anyway, I promised Uncle Michael. I went on the weekend. I still remember I went to Uncle Michael's house to have lunch with them on Saturday and to have my chai. Auntie Faye used to make me my favorite milk tea. And then I said, I'm going to do you a favor. Before you sign up the whole world, because they all trust you, I'm going to do my research and get back to you. Okay. And that is how I got in. So I was sitting in Hong Kong one afternoon, Saturday afternoon again, in my favorite bar, which is 1 block from my office. And I thought to myself, one friend was going to come and meet me. One friend who works at HSBC, he was going to come. He said, I'm running a little late. He said, I'm stuck at the office. I'll come like an hour and a half from now. Then I thought to myself, the QNet office was just 2 blocks away from my office and the bar. So I said, chalo, jaake milte, let's see what they have to say. So I went to the QNet office. Yeah. I was 2 drinks down already, but I went because Saturday was my day off. Because Monday to Friday, I used to work 16, 18 hours a day being a banker. So Saturday and Sunday were like the time to just chill out and freak out, And I walked into the office. And Padma, I met Richard and I met Kurt at the office.
Mm-hmm.
At Mass Mutual Tower. You remember Mass Mutual Tower in Wanchai?
Yes. I've been there.
Yeah. Before we moved to Bank of China. So I walked in over there and Richard is an accountant, my friend, Richard Z. Mr. Z, we call him. If any of you all have come to VCon, you know he's the best dancer in the corporate team. So
yeah.
He's still the best.
The best partner for dance, yes.
So I told him, man, how the hell do you all guys sustain this business model? And so I'm a CFA, he's a CPA. So guess what? I invited him to my bar. I said, let's sit over here, let's have a chat. So on the napkin, he was showing me how the business model is working, how the company max out happens. And I'm looking at him and I said, so he's saying, what do you think? I said, Richard, there's only one of two results I have in my head. Number one is you guys are the best scamsters I've ever met in the world. Is the first thing that I can think about. Or the second thing is, this is absolute financial genius. Something I've never seen in my life before. And then he started to explain to me how they're going to, that time they were doing gold coins, how we're going to launch the vacations. And then he took out one bloody glass poster and he's showing me the biodisc. And he's telling me this is a nanotechnology. And oh my God. Then he said the watches, we're buying the Swiss watch factory and go to watches and jewelry and then skincare. And he gave me this whole business plan. He's saying it's our 25-year plan and all. And that's the first time I heard Datu Vijay's name. That time he was nothing. He was Vijay Ishwaran that time. He was not even Dato. Not Dato Sri also. He was not even Dato. He's saying Vijay has got this plan, and he took Japa's name. And then there was Kurt. And then he was like, Kurt's one of the guys and this and that. So then I thought to myself, So then I called up Uncle Michael. I said, Chalo, I'll join your thing. I used to call it the thing. I said, Uncle, I'll join your thing. Chalo, I'll join your thing. He said, oh, very good. So you're convinced. I said, I think I'm convinced, but I'm still very doubtful. But I'll do it for you. Actually, I didn't do it for him. I did it because, you know why I signed up, guys? Just in case. Just in case it worked, I didn't want to miss out. You understand? So I said, chalo yaar. I thought to myself, oh, one more bad habit I have. That sometimes when I'm in India, I go to the casino in Goa. So I thought to myself, that casino money now, which I normally spend in the casino, chalo, I'll put it over here. Like this, blessing, chalo, Uncle Michael ke naam pe, ho gaya. And then I signed up. I hope I'm not boring you with this old man story here.
Not at all, VP. It's very exciting.
So, still half convinced. Half, huh? So I also signed up mom, dad, sister, uncle, usual. Uncle Michael said, you have to sign up the family. I said, chalo yaar, oh God. I said, I thought Fatka only for me. Now I've signed all of them up also. I said, okay, chalo. Then, first guy on my list, my chartered accountant. His name is Pankaj. And he's an old friend of my father's. So he's been keeping my books since my salary was 7,000 Indian rupees. My first job with Bank of America in Bombay. I used to go to Nariman Point. My salary was 7,000. This is before the US and all. Yeah. So I took Pankaj. That same arsehole was the presenter. But this time, Uncle Michael had spoken to him and he had toned down his everything. He was much more polite. Let me put it that way. Uncle Michael, I think, told him, boss, because Uncle Michael was not able to present the business and he was new himself. He had just signed up one week before. So he could not present the business. So, fellow, but he was, second presentation, I must give him credit. He was very, it was a crisp, good presentation. This time I got it also. It was like, I was like, okay. And I looked at my accountant, he was sitting there, Pankaj. I said, Pankaj, what do you think? So he looked back at me and he said, I think you should do minimum triple header. And he ended up buying a 7-header. Okay. So he said, minimum triple header we should buy. So he's my first sign up. And guess what? He's still my accountant. He's still my auditor. Okay. And he runs a company that you guys all know about in India called Sneezing. So he's one of the directors in Sneezing. So you understand, my business started with the people closest to me. But I used to go back to Hong Kong because I was still full-time, right? And working. So for me, I could only utilize the weekends. Weekends for me was like the only time for me to show plans, because during the week, if I set up a plan, very often I would have to cancel the plan, not the prospect, because I was stuck with the financial markets. And in Hong Kong and in Bombay, the US market is, with the time difference, it's very cruel. I was not trading on the Indian market. I was trading on the US market. It basically means I hardly got to sleep. And then I had to party also, no? And then I had my girlfriend also. I had not one, I had two girlfriends at the time. So one in Hong Kong, one in Bombay, two girlfriends. I'm telling you all my secrets here. It's okay now. Huh?
Now you can say anything.
One girlfriend there, one girlfriend here. Yeah. So it was I was very, very busy guy. And I like to enjoy more than work, So weekends, I used to bloody show like 2, 3, 4 presentations each day, Saturday, Sunday. And that's how I used to do my rule 3. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So I built a small team. And that time we used to get the physical checks from ICICI Bank, signed by Padma's sister.
Yes. My checks were signed by Dattoshree.
Your first one. You're senior to me.
By dollars, yes, all dollars that time.
So, got the ICICI one. My mom called me up. Some check has come from Questnet Enterprises India Private Limited or something. I said, oh. I said, go deposit it. See if the check clears. I was still doubting. I said, just see the money comes in. Check to ek hai. Shouldn't bounce now. So then the check came, the product came. And then I gradually became serious about the business. But it took me about 5 or 6 months, to be honest with you. So I signed up in August 2005. Yeah. So this year will be my 19th year. And I thought to myself, because I used to send my mother, that time I remember I used to send my mother 1 lakh of rupees a month. That was like her allowance. So I thought to myself, if I can earn forget this crores of rupees, they're talking about crores and millions and all this stuff. I said, if I can earn 1 lakh a month from this business, at least I won't have to send the money from Hong Kong, because I had an auto pay from HSBC. So from my HSBC Hong Kong, I used to hit my mother's HSBC in Bombay every month. Standard deduction, 28th of the month, the money would go. And I said, chalo, at least if I can make 1 lakh also, mummy's looked after at least, na? And that is how my journey started. And then, obviously, having a financial mind, slowly it started to click. Everything started to click, that everything that was explained to me in the presentation was not a sales pitch, was the truth. Then the company launched the QVI package, I remember. And I said, wow, okay, vacation, everyone goes on. Yeah. And up to today, guys, people ask me, how do you do the business? Just last night, I've made friends with the Jewish community in Dubai. Because Dubai and Israel now have become friends. They've normalized their relationships after all these years. Sorry, the sun is coming from behind. I'm sorry about that. Yeah. So one of the guys is very influential in the embassy and everything, Israeli embassy here now. So he was over with his friends. He bought the water filter, he's bought the air purifier, and he's bought the vacation. Him and his wife. So they came with their couple, their friends. Some are Ukrainian, Russian, some are, and they're all Jews, but from Ukraine, from Russia and everything. And my missus is from the Ukraine. So we had dinner yesterday and we were talking. And then in my house, obviously I've got both the water filters. I've got the Home Pure Nova, I've got the Home Pure Viva, I've got the air purifier, the Zane in every room of my house. So I'm a product of the product. I basically use everything the company sells, pretty much, except the ladies' skincare, which I don't use. But that Olga uses, so it's fine. So it's all in the family. So, simple. They asked me, so how do we go about, how do we do this? I said, guys, who doesn't need clean water? Who doesn't need clean air? And who doesn't like to go on a holiday? That's affordable. I said, you may not want to buy a watch, you may not want to buy the jewelry, you may not want to buy the cutlery, crockery, whatever we sell, you may not want to buy the skincare. But these three, anyone and everybody is your customer. And they all agreed with me. I said, so instead of buying it from someone else, why don't you buy it from us? Simple. Trust me, you'll have a great experience. And then I opened my Instagram and I showed them the vacation and in Koh Samui at Prana, which is actually a fantastic resort, guys. You all must go there. I am super proud of our resort. Okay, it's fully renovated. It's a must do. And if you guys don't know, there are two things I don't compromise on in my life. I don't compromise the way I travel. I always travel well because when I was the son of a flight attendant, I used to travel on a jump seat in economy class. And that too, it was subject to availability. I wasn't even sure whether I would be on the flight when I was flying to New York or wherever. So I fly first class on Emirates. And I always live in nice hotels. You can, if you follow me on social media, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I'm a very bad dresser. I'm always in shorts, t-shirt, and chappals. But flying first class in shorts, chappals, and t-shirt, it's amazing how the crew remember you. There's sometimes, one girl will come and smile. I'm thinking like, she's trying to flirt with me or something. The stewardess. Say, I know you. I've flown you before. So I said, really? Okay. I mean, because they're all dressed up and they have their makeup and, it's all the Emirates crew. She said, I remember you for two reasons, she said. I think you were wearing the same shorts and the same t-shirt the last time I saw you and that bag. So I have one special hand carry bag. So, which is a unique bag made by Remova. So he said, I remember that bag. And the bag says Hong Kong on it, HK, and it's got a number 88. And it's got MW, which is my friend Michael Wong, who's a famous actor in Hong Kong. So I bought that bag because it was his limited series bag. So I bought it to support him. So you see, I'm a fool. I always support my friends. See, I support Uncle Michael. I bought my friend was selling bags. I went and I watched some few Chinese movies also. I don't understand a single word. But he made sure the English subtitles. So I go watch his movie, clap. But after that, we always go and party. Yeah. That's the consistent thing. So I stay at Prana. And trust me, I can afford to stay at the W hotel and this and that. And I've taken my wife, our best friends, everyone. And we often go to the W hotel also in Koh Samui for a drink. At the poolside, beautiful over the hill and all. And I asked them, what do you think? Think next time we stay here, change, or would you like to stay at Prana? They all say, we love our Prana. So clean water, clean air, affordable holiday. How can you go wrong with a business like this? Think about it. Think about it. And then if you just focus on the power of two. I still remember the 90-day challenge. You know what the 90-day challenge is, guys? No? Are you ready to have your mind blown? This is Dev's business plan. 90-day challenge. So you signed up today, right? And you talk to 5 people or 7 people by next Friday. or this Friday. Okay? So 1 presentation a day. Or 7 for the week. Now, out of the 7, 2 say, okay, chalo. Okay? So next week, what? Same. There's now 3 of you, now. You plus your 2, 3. Same thing. 3 gets 4. Now, I'm sure your uplines have told you this business plan long time ago. If everyone gets 2 in a week and follows a simple formula, yes. And if you do triple header, you earn 2 crores in 90 days. Now, I don't know about you, but when I did the calculation back then, because I was doing all projections, if I do this, kitna hoga, if I do that, how much? It was all theory. Understand, no? All theory. I couldn't sleep at night. I had a sleepless night. I used to go to Uncle Michael's house, take the whiteboard and tell him, Uncle Michael, if we do this, we can earn this much. If we put 1 more TC over here, start building, itna hoga. This will become, we can multiply the income. That is how the multiple TC strategy started. You understand? And then back in the day, I was selling 21 headers for fun to my friends, and they were bankers and all. They could afford it. Now the rules are different. Okay, so triple header, let's take. Correct. So triple header, bang. You're looking at 2 crores, man, in 90 days. I mean, that is an apartment in some cities in India, right? So, I mean, people ask me why I do the business. I'm like, what is my risk? I'm buying a product. Worst case scenario. This is not an investment. I'm buying a product. I'm drinking the water. I'm breathing the air. I'm going on a holiday. So what? Worst case scenario, I tell my friend, you got a good deal on something. That's why after 19 years, nobody has broken my legs still. No? One guy would have come and broken my legs by now, for sure. And on my social media, it is unlocked, not private. Once in a way, one asshole will go and say, Arey, yaar. And I never block them. Huh? I reply. I say, do I know you? Do I know you? I said, did I fool you? Did I do something that I... No, but your people. I said, my people. Okay. I said, do me a favor. Send me a private message. Okay. And send me a private message. And I will talk to the person who you have a problem with. And we will resolve your problem. But nobody can say that I fooled them. Because I speak the truth. Because I believe the business is so good, you don't need to lie. The business is so good, the company is so good, you don't need to lie. Now the company perfect? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Padma, myself, we work day and night trying to improve everything. And the other V partners. In fact, in a few, we have a V partner summit. And we're going to be discussing all improvement only. How to change things, how to improve things. Now your commissions are coming on.
For the next 25 years. The plan for the next 25 years.
Padma knows. We sit over there and we plan for you guys. Because in a business, you cannot just be complacent and expect it's going to be like halwa. You have to keep innovating. Otherwise, you'll become like BlackBerry and Nokia, They did not survive because of their arrogance. So now, I was speaking, so I'm also an economist. So I basically speak sometimes on certain forums. Okay. And I've been to the World Economic Forum as well. And I was asked to speak a few years ago during COVID on one of the forums. And my topic was, is technology and artificial intelligence good or bad for society? This was the debate. It's a double-edged sword. Now everyone's talking about AI, AI, AI. If you go onto my YouTube or whatever, you will see that I spoke years ago about this. And I spoke at the week on stage also about this. And my simple thing is, technology and robotics and AI are human beings like us cannot compete with. It's like chess now, no? The world champion in chess cannot beat the computer anymore. You understand, no? You know this, right? The world chess champion cannot beat the computer.
Yes.
Cannot. That is what technology has done to the world. It is supremely efficient. Supremely. So you don't need to be an economist. You don't need to be, some kind of a genius. Let me ask you one question. With this technology and AI, and now robotics will start to come in, robots. Yes? What's going to happen to the workforce? Employment. Yesterday I was with VC Sanjeev, Mehrotra. He had come over also. His son wants to talk to me. He's a very brilliant boy. Studied in America, then went to China to do his master's. And he wants career advice from me. And I'm honestly, guys, I don't know what advice to give the boy. Because the MBA that I did back then, now, I can use it as toilet paper now. Use it to clean my backside. I'm not joking. It's of absolutely, you guys all shocked by my language or what?
No, VP.
So absolutely no use to me. I'm telling you, I've had to retrain myself, reskill myself. I'm half an IT guy today. I've not done any course, but I have to know now. Even if you're a banker and you want to know where to invest, you have to understand the different concepts, different technology, different industries, where to put the money. Correct or not? So what I learned back then is of no use. I have reskilled myself at least twice after that. Every 7 years, the world changes, a whole new cycle. So you have a job market that is shrinking, and you have a population that is growing. Now you tell me what is going to be the result of this?
I'm just guessing, VP. I'm curious to know from you.
It's a train wreck. It's a collision going to happen. And then I'm in Dubai, right now. So why I stay in Dubai? No tax. Correct? Sorry, no tax.
Yes.
Bullshit. No tax. Bullshit. No matter who you are, no matter where you live, whether you live in Switzerland, Monaco, some tax haven, Cayman Islands, Channel Islands, Dubai, wherever, everyone on this planet pays a tax. You know what that tax is? It's called inflation. Tell me something. That 1 lakh of rupees I used to send my mother used to be a lot of money back then. Today, 1 lakh is nothing. It's to run the house only. Ghar ka kharcha. Daily, I'm sending her now 2.5 allowance. You understand now what I'm saying? So, job market that's shrinking. Population that's growing. And inflation, all of you feel the inflation. I went to Bombay and I took my Iraqi sisters out for dinner along with some friends. My bill was 61,000 Indian rupees here. And I was like, what the hell? Because in my brain, I'm still thinking good old days. You know what I'm trying to say, right? At the club, I used to buy limbu pani for 1 rupee 50 paisa in between my badminton matches. ₹1 50 paisa, the beggar will throw it back at you now. You give him ₹1 50 paisa, you say, sir, aap hi rakh lo. I think you need it more than me. That's what inflation is doing to us, right? So, if you look at this, you look at the middleman, you look at the middle class man, middle class person in any country, whether you're in America, whether you're in England, everyone is complaining. Cost of living is too high. And your wages are not growing at the same pace as the inflation. And how is it possible for a person today to buy a home? Let's say a new, young 18-year-old guy who's graduating. How is he going to buy a house? Worth crores of rupees. So guys, tonight now, before you go to sleep, thank God that you are sitting on an opportunity that can turn your life around. That is why I still do this business, because I never get tired of telling the story. And if there's anything I've said that is wrong now, or you don't agree with, please speak up. It is God's truth. This is the answer to the middle class man's prayers. The industry. And then you've chosen a company that is at the helm of the industry. Cutting edge. And we are planning the marketplace next. God willing, we'll be competing with that, Vistage or Vistage or whatever that company. We'll be also doing all that also. We are planning all kinds of crazy stuff for you. So guys, you should be excited because you're with the right company, the right people, with the right products, and an amazing compensation plan, which nobody else has in the industry. And this is why I'm still here.
Amazing, VP Dev. VP Dev, when did you feel that like it is bigger than what you are already doing? Like from your work profile, when did that switch happen? That you really
see, earning millions, you can do. Okay, so let's say I can send you a business plan, Ranjit, right now, and say, boss, we can make like $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 million a year. But it will be risk and there'll be investment. Now, anyone who has done, because I told you the good part, now when I made that $7 million, I didn't tell you the times I lost money also. I've lost millions of dollars also. So you played that game as a kid, na? Snakes and ladders. You played ever? That old game on the board.
Yes.
So life is like snakes and ladders, boss. You get the ladder, then get the snake, you come down. Tum. In this business, it's only ladder. There's no snake. So it's not the amount of money you can earn. It's a question that you can do it without stress. Does that answer your question, Ranjit?
Yes, VP Dev. But VP Dev, maybe you had the credibility, you had some sort of authority when you were starting to.
You know how many people said no to me or what?
Yeah, I want to know that.
I was a Jolu.
And then what happened later also?
Up to now, when I go to the local club, the same Otters club, aa gaya, sala, aa gaya, Dubai se aa gaya. I think they call me Dawood Bhai or something. I don't know what my nickname over there is. Not Dev Bhai, Dawood Bhai. Huh?
So VP Dev, one more thing. Like the VCon is around the corner. So I want to know about your first VCon experience, because right now, so many
Ranjit, before that, I just want to I have one clarification or clear one doubt I have. Can I ask you, Dave?
Of course, Padma.
Dave, see, we are both of us are completing almost all 23 years. Or so here
You're
we
completing
meet a
23.
lot.
I'm completing 19 only. Please don't put me.
Okay.
You are my
Okay.
senior.
Okay. So we meet a lot of people. We have a lot of people in the network who say that, oh yes, I know this is the best business. Nothing can be better than this. I know the business, how to do the business, but I will take my own time to start. And so how to handle these people?
You know, Padma,
And what's your advice to those people? What is your advice?
I do what I do now. Every night I pray to God. And I say, God, I pray like this. I'm half Catholic, half Sindhi. Huh? So I pray to God. I said, God, please teach me the virtue of patience. Please teach me patience. Please teach me patience. And then I finish my prayer and I say, but please hurry up because I'm waiting. So what to do, yeah, Padma? We have the same lazy bums, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they're in a sort of comfort zone, thinking that.
Comfort zone, today is Sunday. Today I'm supposed to meet some guys. Guess what? At the bar getting drunk. Right? I'll go join them after that. After this thing, I'll have to get them from there. Sunday is fun time for them, na? Maja karo. Then I think about it. I was like that also. So now what to do? It's about you have to get them around. Simple. So that's basically how it is. I mean, you have to just keep pecking away at them. So
how do you handle? This is how you handle your people.
I tell them, I said, okay, you got to give me a certain amount of hours every week. Okay? I will tell you how to utilize that time. Okay? Either we use it for presentation or we do it for product training or we do it for whatever. But your investment in this business is time. It's not money. Okay? Money doesn't grow on trees. I can build your one leg for you, maximum. Okay? What are you going to do? Are you going to get off your ass and do the other side or not? Because if you're constantly building, okay, and you never stop, one side of your downline will get built. Correct or not? Where are you going to put those people?
Correct.
But you have to have that commitment. See, so now, Padma, my motivation is Olga and Olga's mom. I'm building under them. Understand? Huh? I'm doing the work. Now, a lot of my friends are becoming langda now. And they're looking at me, what about the other side? I said, correct. I won't tell you what I tell them because that's a little too much to share. But I use some sarcastic language without using bad words. Ungli nikalo aur kuch kaam karo bhai. Huh? So you have to do something now. Otherwise, where the commission is going to come from? This is not a magic show. I'm not a magician here. And they cannot argue with me because they know that I'm doing half the work now. Got it, no? So that's my approach. I mean, and then we go back to the usual. I know it sounds like the lame one, but Dato says, oh, there's so what? Someone's waiting. You have to carry on. What to do? One guy will get it. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 good people to work with. The whole landscape of the business changes overnight. But for them to be switched on, they have to see you switched on. If you're going to be in manager mode and expect them to do what you're not doing, it's never going to happen. Guys, let's be honest. They will never do what you tell them to do. They will only do what they see you doing. You understand now? So that's it. So all of you guys who are senior, who have been long enough, man, if I'm still doing DRs every month, what's your excuse? I'm still going out and networking, making new friends. What do you do, Dave? Come, let's have a chat. Some people are totally closed. They're like, oh, you do this, one of those. You must have got in early. That's why you make the money. So moment a guy says that, only I start smiling to myself. You know?
Dave, we know that Infinity is very good at working on DRs. That's your mantra also. And these people still find it so difficult to get their DRs. What's your
I also
advice for
find
them?
I don't have problems or what? Do you think people don't Google me and Google the company and all this stuff? I go through the same thing as you. Networking is a level playing field, yeah. Remember, networking is like cricket. Kohli goes out every inning. What happened in this World Cup? Till the final, he was a total flop. Correct or not? 0,
Yeah.
1, 0, 0, some by the his average doesn't amount to anything. On that day, you have to perform. Networking, the same thing. The prospect is there. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't know I'm a V partner. He doesn't know that thousands of people are clapping when I go on stage and all. He doesn't give a crap about all that. And I get rejected all the time. The only thing is that I don't get affected by it. Because I know it's a matter of time. It will happen. Somebody is waiting there. Because I know that I'm not stupid and I still believe. Therefore, there's somebody out there who will also believe at some point. Correct or not? And
Yes,
that is what
yes.
VCon is about. VCon is about that. So my first VCon was in 2006. It was Sunwell Lagoon. And that is the time Chief became Chief. Till then he was Patman. And then he was appointed Chief. And since 2006, I have never missed a VCon. I have attended every single VCon by God's grace. First
Ranjit, you
VCon
wanted to ask something about VCon? You can proceed.
Yeah, VP Dev. I want. There are so many new people in our team,
So
especially.
let me give you my experience. Huh?
Yes, please.
So VCon it's the source. Now I want to ask you all one question. If you want to earn, let's say I told you that there's a 5 lakh deal, possible 5 lakh deal, but we have to fly to Malaysia. What will you do? You'll do the hisab in your mind. Na? 5 lakh, theek hai. How much is the air ticket? How much is my hotel? Chalo, theek hai. I can spend maybe $80,000, $1,000, 80,000 rupees or something. I can go and come back, and then 80,000, I'll get 5 lakhs. Chalo, let's go.
Yes.
Now we're talking about crores of rupees. And you're thinking about coming. I wanted to go and check for myself. Why wouldn't you want to do that? Right now, it's blind trust. Correct? You're putting your future in the hands of certain people. Shouldn't you go and see for yourself? When you go to VCon and come back and then call your friend and say, I just went and came back, man. Come now, come. Your whole conviction will be at a different level. Let me tell you what crazy shit is happening. Come on. Then you don't have to say, hello, invitation call. Oi, aja. Finished. Invitation call done. Best call to do now. Oi. The oi call. I call it the oi call. Oi. Got it? First week on 13 people. 13. Today, how many, Padma? She knows.
It's
Ranjit,
more
you
than
know.
75% is Infinity.
Multiple VCons. Each VCon 8.
Monkey see, monkey do. VCon is non-negotiable. You have to come because it is your future. It is your company. So guys, don't even think about it. Don't even
It's
think
like
about
this, Dave. If you had taken 13 people there for your first VCon, today it has grown to 30,000 people for every VCon.
Yeah, year on year, it keeps growing. And you talk to any other guys, Sachin, Kavita, Sharfun, VCon is non-negotiable. It's like, that's why we say, welcome home. Welcome home. It's your home. Does anyone have to tell you that you have to go home? No. So I look forward to welcoming all of you guys. And this is our 26th year in Penang. And it's an amazing feeling because I'm telling you, when we go to Penang, we literally take over the island. Everyone knows we are coming. The ground starts to shake like an earthquake. They are coming. They are coming. You got it? So VCon, guys, non-negotiable. Even when I was going through my cancer treatment, I went for VCon. There were times I could not speak. I'd lost my voice. You remember, Ranjit?
Yes.
I couldn't talk.
I'm so happy to listen to your voice. At least you're so clear today.
Yeah. And at that time also, I went for VCon. Why? So guys, it's non-negotiable. And you know what? I'll just end with this one thing. You know what business we're in? We are not in the business of convincing people. We are in the business of giving people a sleepless night. Why are you here today? At some point, somebody said something or showed you something, and you basically had a sleepless night. And you thought to yourself, could this be the answer to my prayers? What I've been looking for so long? Could this be my chance? So tonight, I pray to God that all of you have a sleepless night again. And then your job is to give other people sleepless night. And that is when your team will explode. It's a constant process. So I truly hope to see all of you in September. Yes? Start
Yes.
planning already. Please do. Looking forward to seeing you guys. And if I don't recognize you all, come and just tap me on the shoulder and I'll give you a hug. Okay?
Vipidev, I have one question, one last question for you. Maybe at a time when I started about 14, 15 years back, 16 years back, there were not many other investment options available to youngsters. But today, everybody on YouTube is selling some or the other startup, crypto, some kind of get-rich-quick schemes. Why not choose that and then focus here? Because you are the biggest that I can
choose that if you want to. If you're willing to lose your money, please go ahead. I tell them. You think I have been invested in Bitcoin since it was $200. But there is no investment in this business. So would you rather risk your money? And what guarantee is there? Is there any guarantee? No guarantee. Here, your destiny is in your own hands. And worst case, you got a good product at a good price. So what else is there to say? I've got friends who have put crores of rupees into something else. Boss, do what you want, it's your money. But at the end of the day, this is the best business with the maximum reward that you can get with no investment. So that is my answer, Ranjit.
Thank you, Vipidev. Anything you want to add, to end the session?
Yeah, get your asses to Malaysia for VCon. That is the only thing I have to say to you all. Have a sleepless night.
Thank you for the great words. Thank you for the great words.
And don't sleep tonight. And then make sure that other people also don't get to sleep one night at least. Then they'll be switched on. and then you see what happens. They'll be calling you instead of you calling them. The sweetest words, when you get a phone call from your partner saying, I've got 2 people I need you to meet. You're like, yes. You understand now? It's like music to your ears now.
Yes.
I wish you all that. I wish you all only the best. Wish you all only success. And I wish you all a safe journey to Penang, where I will see you all. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you, VP Dev.
I'm not a guy who goes on forever. I like to keep it to the point. So I think I've shared pretty much whatever I can. And maybe in the future we can talk about other things. But today was at least we know each other now. Let me put it that way. Yes?
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
But I have to
Thank you
go
so much.
to the local bar and pull my lazy downlines who don't come to meet me. I have to go and meet them. You understand, huh? So I have to do the same thing. Same problem that you're having, I also have. I'll end up over there. They say, hey, see, Wimbledon is on. I say, Wimbledon is on, boss. Are you going to win? Are you going to get anything if Djokovic wins or what? You know, let's work now on Sunday instead. And then after this will be the football. Arey, Euro is on. Euro. So kya karna padega? We'll have to go. I'll have to go and watch with them. All the sleeping guys. What to do? Have fun, guys. Don't get frustrated. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's the same for all of us. Okay?
Thank you, VP Dev. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
God bless you guys. Love you all. See you soon. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.
Thank you. So, guys, that was the one and only amazing VP Dev. You know what I loved about the session? See how he's enjoying every single process. Because I remember the times that, I was doing almost, I was trying to do almost the same things, but, with very high level of frustration, sometimes, very angry, very disappointed. And then, I admire him for the fun or for the, jovial way he's treating everything. So guys, I hope you have got great messages from this great personality. VP Dev is upline and founder of the biggest organization under QNet now, which is Infinity. Correct. So, you heard from one of the best. And as he said, go have sleepless nights. Talk to all your partners, your uplines, your downlines, your friends who are not in the business yet, who heard the plan, who didn't hear the plan. Don't let anyone sleep tonight. So thank you all. See you all soon in another session of O Connect very soon. Okay. All the best and see you all at VCon. Thank you. Good night. God bless.